Hey there, my name is Leggett, and I make music that sounds like this. So I've been making music on YouTube as far back as 2011, and I've never really done it full time, and I've never really had an upload schedule, but I want to take it to the next level. I want to be making music regularly and consistently, but to do that, I need your help. That's why I've set up a Patreon. So, if you don't know what Patreon is, think of it as a virtual tip jar. But with Patreon, when you tip me, you'll be getting so much more in return. The way it works is every time I upload a new music video, you can pledge a certain amount of money for it that you see fit. When you do this, you'll not only be helping me out, but you'll be getting perks and rewards in return. And I'll get into what those things are in just a bit, but first I want to say this. I would love to live in a world where money and budgets was simply no problem, but I don't. And ad revenue at 4K subscribers simply doesn't cut it. And you know, I like to think I've gotten pretty good at working with a low budget, but the truth is, I'm in dire need of an upgrade on basically everything. I mean, look, I still use these Acer speakers from 10 years ago. These lights that I'm using, they're DIY work lights from Bunnings Warehouse, and the camera I use, it's a 6-year-old camcorder. That's why I've set up this Patreon, because it allows you guys, the fans, to help me out and create bigger and better things. But this isn't just about helping me, it's about giving back to you. So, if you pledge to my Patreon, what are the perks and rewards? Well, at my lowest tier, free hugs and downloads, for just $1, you'll get a personal thank you from me to you. Plus, you'll get your name at the end of every single one of my YouTube videos, so thank you even further. Not to mention, every time I put out new music, you'll get an MP3 download straight sent to you. Saves you the trouble of signing into iTunes, I think. At my second tier, a peek behind the curtain, for $3 you get exclusive access to my music making vlog series. In this series, I'm going to be documenting my music making process and keeping you up to date on what exactly I am working on. Not only that, you'll also get 24-hour early access to every new release. On top of that, you'll also get everything else in the lower tier. Next tier up is maximum quality. For $5, you get a wave rendering of every new release. That is a completely uncompressed file for ultimate clarity and an optimum listening experience. You'll also get everything else in the previous tiers. Now this is where things get real interesting. Next tier up is Play Along, if you dare. For $10, you get the monthly tab pack. Basically how it works is every month I'm going to be putting together tablature and sheet music for one of my covers. Normally the ones that have been highly requested for tabs. But in these packs, there's going to be PDF files of every single part, the guitar profile that I use to write everything in, a video playthrough of the leading instrument, and an MP3 backing track with the lead part removed so you can jam along. Not only that, but you'll also get everything else in the previous tiers. And finally, at the highest tier, you will get everything I got. For $20, you get archival access to every single one of my releases, going as far back as March 2015. You'll also get multi-track stems of every single one of my new releases. That means you'll be able to hear each individual part isolated for an in-depth listening and understanding of the track. Plus, since you get everything, you'll also get everything in the previous tiers. What a smash deal! Right, okay, so before I let you guys go and I start, procrastinating, I just want to make something perfectly clear. I am not expecting all of you or asking all of you to go and pledge $20 on my Patreon so I can make the big YouTube bucks. No, Patreon's really only something for the top fans. But regardless of that, if you want to see me make bigger and better things, go check out my Patreon. If you want to see me get new gear and new guitars and make more massive and tighter and more experimental mixes, go check out my Patreon. If you want to see me do more YouTube collabs and more giant video shoots outside and, well, maybe not outside at the moment, but regardless, if you want that, go check out my Patreon. Thank you so much for watching my videos and loving my music and supporting me throughout all these years. And you know, regardless of if I get 1 or 1,000 patrons, I'm still going to keep making YouTube videos because it's what I love doing. This whole Patreon thing just helps me make bigger and better YouTube videos, like I've said. But at the end of the day, I'll still be here, and I'll see you in the next video. It's probably going to be like a Minecraft cover, but see you then.